What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If you have been paying any attention to the tech world over the last few days, you already know we are living in a completely alternate reality. I mean it, Apple just broke every single rule in their own playbook, and honestly, I'm absolutely here for it. We have to talk about the stealth budget drop of the century, and then we desperately need to discuss the massive supply chain leak that proves the Apple Fold is actually happening. So grab your coffee, hit that subscribe button, and let us get right into the absolute madness. First up, let us talk about the budget bombshells. Apple completely skipped the big, flashy live keynote and casually dropped a press release that changes the entire laptop market. They introduced the brand new MacBook Neo, and guys, it starts at just $599. I know I had to read that twice too. If you are a student, it is literally $499. But here's the craziest part. They did not just throw some garbage, leftover chip inside to keep the cost down. Nope. Apple literally ripped the A18 Pro chip straight out of last year's iPhone 16 Pro and slapped it into a gorgeous 13-inch laptop. We are talking about 16 hours of battery life, all while looking incredibly fresh in these wild new colors like citrus and blush. Sure, you have to pay extra if you want Touch ID on the keyboard, but for that price, I will type in my password like it is 2015, no problem at all. But Apple did not stop there. They also dropped the iPhone 17e, same exact price, $599. Except now you get 256 gigabytes of base storage right out of the box. Why the huge storage bump, you ask? Because this thing now shoots 48 megapixel spatial photos and stunning Dolby Vision video. They even gave it MagSafe, which took way too long, but we will gladly take it. The really huge news here is under the hood because Apple finally ditched Qualcomm. The 17e is rocking Apple's own custom C1X cellular modem. It is crazy fast, and it means Apple is keeping way more profit on every single budget phone they sell. Oh, and for the heavy hitters out there, Apple quietly supercharged the MacBook Pros with the new M5 and M5 Max chips. We are talking massive neural accelerators built directly into the cores, so you can run crazy artificial intelligence workloads completely locally without relying on the cloud. They even bumped the iPad Air to the M4 chip, just to make sure nobody in the ecosystem gets left behind. So basically, Apple just secured the entire entry-level and professional computing market in one single week. But listen to me closely, because all of that budget stuff was just a giant distraction. While everyone was staring at cheap laptops, the Asian supply chain was busy leaking the biggest secret Apple has had in a decade. The book-style foldable iPhone is incredibly real. It is entering mass production right now with Foxconn, and the specs are absolutely mind-blowing. Forget the little flip phones, Apple is going straight for the ultimate hybrid device. When it is folded shut, it is essentially a standard iPhone 18 Pro. But when you open it up, boom, you are staring at a massive 7.8-inch ProMotion OLED display. You basically have an entire iPad mini hidden right in your pocket. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. What about the crease? We all hate the crease. Well, according to the latest intelligence, Apple completely eliminated it. Thanks to a custom liquid metal hinge mechanism and some insane Samsung display engineering, the inner screen is completely flat. You cannot see a crease. You cannot feel a crease. It is just pure, uninterrupted glass, and they managed to make the whole thing incredibly thin. The schematics are saying it is just 9.2 millimeters thick when folded shut. That is honestly unbelievable for a device packing two screens and a massive 5,000 mAh split-cell battery. But here's where Apple had to make some huge design changes. You know how we are all obsessed with Face ID? Well, you cannot put a giant Face ID notch on a beautiful foldable tablet screen without ruining the vibe. So, Apple actually brought back Touch ID, but they did not put it under the screen. They built it directly into the physical power button on the side of the titanium frame. It makes total sense because whether the phone is closed in your hand or open on a desk, your thumb is naturally resting right there. As for taking selfies on the inside, they hid a 24-megapixel camera completely underneath the display. No hole punch, no notch, just beautiful screen. On the back, you get a beastly dual-camera setup with a 48-megapixel main and an ultra-wide. They had to ditch the periscope zoom to keep the phone incredibly skinny, but honestly, I will trade a zoom lens for a foldable screen any day of the week. The software is where this thing becomes an absolute monster. When the phone is closed, it is just your normal iOS 20. It feels exactly like the phone you're used to. But the exact second you unfold it, the interface morphs into a hybrid version of iPadOS. You get the dock, you get split view, you can drag and drop photos from your gallery directly into an email like a total pro. It totally blurs the line between phone and tablet. And honestly, I think this means the iPad mini is officially dead. There is simply no reason to buy a small tablet if your phone literally turns into one. Okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. The price, because you knew Apple was not going to give away liquid metal hinges and under-display cameras for cheap. Are you sitting down? The leaks from Ming-Chi Kuo are pointing to a starting price of $2,399. Yes, $2,400 for a base model iPhone. It is the most expensive cellular device they have ever made. I know that sounds absolutely insane. For that price, you could buy the new MacBook Neo, an iPhone 17e, an Apple Watch, and still have money left over. But you have to understand Apple's strategy here. This is not a phone for your grandma. This is a massive flex. It is a halo product designed to show the world that Apple is still the absolute king of premium hardware. And the wild part is, analysts think they are going to sell 10 million of these in the first year alone. People are going to buy this, even if they have to sell a car to do it. So, what do you guys think? Is a crease-less foldable iPhone worth $2,400, or are you sticking with the standard models for now? Let me know down in the comments, because I read every single one of them. If you made it this far, please hit that like button to help out the channel against the algorithm, and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss my full coverage when this beast actually drops in the fall. Until next time, stay safe and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.